What's up guys, Jason from Thin Line Defense. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Springfield 1911 DS Prodigy double stack. Yeah, let's take a look at this thing. Now in Walsh fashion, when he did his Bull Armory tack video, there were 8 things that he covered. I had to write them down because I couldn't remember them all. So we're going to be taking a look at agility. I don't know what that means. Shooting speed, the grip, the controls, recoil control, affordability, availability, and the overall quality of this gun. Okay, so first off is agility. Now I'm taking it to mean like, how do my hands feel after shooting this thing for quite a bit of time? You know, is it comfortable enough that I can maintain firing this for any extended period of time and my hands aren't going to go all brittle on me? All right, take these off real quick. So next we got shooting speed, and what I'm looking for here is just how well does this maintain zero? See how easy it is for reloads and things like that. So gonna try to get a little farther away so that the gunshots don't wreck you. Maybe I should take this off and put it on the camera, huh? All right, let's try it like that. So again, shooting speed. I'm gonna go fairly fast, but try to stay comfortable as well. Ooh, that control. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, locks to the rear. So one thing that I do want to show, my shirt kind of got in the way there. So when I went to go release the slide, you catching that? Probably not. I'll when I get back and get on the bench, you can see, but I really had to rotate the gun in my hand to hit that. So I think Joe did an upgrade that did you know, mess with those controls. Overall, it was okay. I lost my red dot one time, but you know, not too bad for a gun in this price range, this caliber. Okay, so the next two are going to kind of go together, and I've already talked about one of my frustrations. So first off, grip. So there's no magazine in it, locked to the rear. The grip feels really good, actually. I really like how this fits in my hands. Joe was talking about some frustration that he had where he wasn't really, when he was drawing and bringing it up, the red dot wasn't there. I don't have that issue. I doubt that I've shot this more than Joe. I'm fairly certain that he shot his more than me, but anytime I bring that up, boom, red dot's right there. Yep. I mean, I could get to it within an instant. There it is. Now, so grip is really good. I really like the grip on this. Controls though, that slide release, having to rotate the gun down to be able to hit my thumb. So keeping it here, my thumb just cannot hit that slide release. And again, when I get back to the house, I'll get it on a bench and show you. So having to rotate the gun in my hand to be able to catch that with my thumb. I'm sure there's some options out there to get some extended controls. I just don't have those yet. I think Joe did a video showing some extended controls. I'm probably gonna have to do that to enjoy this more. Overall though, not bad. Again, I'm putting those two together, grip and control. Controls, not my thing. Mag release, yeah, the mag release is okay. It's a little small. Kind of give you an idea of the button size. So the button's a little small, but one-handed, oh, that is hard to push. Yeah, I can't drop that mag one-handed. So again, not without if I have my normal grip, transition to one-handed, and try to drop the mag, I can't overcome that pressure. Again, I'm gonna have to rotate this in my hand to get a better purchase on that mag release before it comes out. Now, when you engage it, yeah, it drops the mag just fine. So, controls, start that. All right, wind's getting a little crazy out here. Okay, I got a full mag. So, recoil control is what we're taking a look at next. Let's see how this does. Now, this is, I think, subjective, but I'll try to maintain a good grip, try to maintain good recoil control. We'll see how the gun helps me. Okay, so a pretty flat shooter. I mean, I was gripping that pretty good. Probably yelling at you guys, huh? I was gripping that pretty good. Get you back over here, microphone. Red dot stayed where I wanted it to. I thought recoil control really good for not being ported, not being anything crazy. And I like that. That was good. All right, so what we have left, affordability and availability. Depending on where you live, obviously, you know, if you get into some not so free states, these are going to be harder to find, but affordability, when you're looking at other double stack 1911s, your staccatos, even your Bull Armory, it's going to be priced really well compared to those other ones. You know, again, this is the only double stack 1911 that I own. I really dig it. Now, I bought this used, okay? I remember reading about problems, and maybe this gets into our last point of quality. There were a lot of things I was reading about regarding problems for this. Even Joe, who is our resident Springfield fanboy, had about a 25% failure rate with his DS 1911 Prodigy. What is it? 1911 DS Prodigy. So they have had issues, right? I think those are well documented. Now, again, I bought this used. Maybe the previous owner worked out the kinks. I haven't had any issues with this gun. Probably have, I don't know, not a lot, maybe 100 rounds through it. Never had a hiccup. So, I don't know. Works itself out. I think that's kind of Springfield's way, where they put out a pretty cool gun. Let's take the Hellcat, for example, because they hate us already for that one. Cool little gun. Trigger maybe has some issues, and so they quietly fixed that. They don't really make a big stink about it. Maybe there was something similar with the 1911 DS Prodigy. The first couple batches, you know, it's kind of new to them. Maybe they didn't get all the kinks worked out, and the rest of the batches are fine. I haven't had any issues with this. I really like this. Now, Joe swore that this was going to be my favorite gun to shoot, and I'll emphasize that it is not. I still like my Christensen Arms 1911 as my favorite gun to shoot, favorite pistol to shoot. This is probably, golly, this is probably number 3 for me, 2 or 3. I mean, it's up there. It is really fun to shoot. It is comfortable. I don't like the controls, but I think those could be fixed. Now, one thing that I'll kind of add on to that Walsh did not talk about in his Bull Armory video, his new TAC video, and it's something that I think is important when people are kind of getting outside of the Glocks or the SIGs or the Smith & Wessons. What's the aftermarket support for these things? Now, my holster that I have here, it is a Safariland holster. It is not made for a 1911 DS Prodigy. This is actually made for, I think it's a SIG P320 with an X300 light on it. So I have a Prodigy with an O-Light PL3 Valkyrie and a Holosun 509T. So shout out to J Murph for hooking me up with this. Love it. Sorry, the gun. J Murph hooked me up with the gun. The holster came from Safariland, so thanks to Safariland for helping out with that. But again, it's a SIG holster that I'm using the Springfield Armory Prodigy in. So I haven't looked. I don't know if Safariland is now making holsters for this. I'm sure there's some of those companies that I really enjoy, like Alpha Omega Kydex. I bet you they're making a holster for the Prodigy. Probably, you know, tons of other holster making companies are out there. I'm not sure if the big boys are making holsters for them yet, but I haven't had any issues with aftermarket support for this. Now, when you get to some of those crazy guns that are, you know, seem to be more custom, like the Bull Armory, you may not find that. It may be harder to find aftermarket support for those pistols. But for this one, haven't had any issues. I have an Agency Arms optic plate on here, the Holosun 509T. I got my O-light just because it's the only flashlight that I have that would fit in this holster. Yeah, so overall, man, decent gun. All right, let's get out of this wind and possible rain. Catch you guys later. I have